never let it be said I'm not versatile. So, the broadband in the old home has decided to go to the pink flashy thing. So, I am doing this upper limits in the local coffee shop. And I'm not even logging in because they want all my details. So I'm doing it on my data, but it's actually quicker. So here we go. It was kept cutting out earlier. So anyway, here we go. So day 4, which is also week 4, is when things are going really well for you. Okay, so when things are going peachy and everything's trotting along nicely, you've maybe hit some targets, you've achieved your goals, everything's going swimmingly, and boom, you get sick, you lose something, your car keys go missing, the internet goes down, something happens, you get really bucked off and pissed off with the world, your child gets sick, somebody breaks a bone. Does that resonate with you? When something's going really well, oh, it's going really well, something bad's going to happen. Is that something for you? Because if it is, what people tend to do is then bring themselves back down. So they think, oh, well, it couldn't last. I reached too far. Or, oh, yeah, it was never going to be. I can't possibly have all that good luck. And what we do is you then realise that you bring yourself to the point when you realise you weren't meant to be that happy or lucky or anything or successful anyway. Right, and this is what leads me to week 4 of Life by Design, the Mind Your Money edition. This time is the upper limits, also known as self-sabotage, negative consequence, all those things. Okay, so and we cover this because it is when you've know what you want, what you're. So when we get to this point, we've set our goals and our intentions. Yeah, we have gone through all the reasons why we haven't got there, all the stories that's stopping us. We have decluttered all of that, and we maybe decluttered a lot of this stuff we don't need as well. Then we're starting to really see stuff happen. Okay, and this is where things can go very, very wrong. So this is called your upper limit problem. Now, what you need to do is open your capacity for greatness. And what can happen if you don't do that is you just think that you can never achieve it. So you go back to being at heel. So the biggest problem is, so you can either work on your upper limits. I'm doing this without notes or anything, so do excuse me. So you can either work on your upper limits. The other option, so your upper limit, so you can either work on it by understanding that it's an upper limit, that you are doing it to yourself, that you are actually capable, not only capable, but entitled, or whatever word you want to use, to achieve absolutely anything and to be utterly successful, abundant in your own life. You can either tune into that and expand your own capacity, or you can go back to thinking, every so often you get lucky, you get your intentions hit, and then something bad's going to happen, and you can live in that pattern. It's up to you. Okay, so why don't you try this? What you can do to ensure you hit your upper limits is actually, so when things are going really well, when you start hitting the goals, your intentions are coming through, all these lovely things are happening, I would like you then to say, what's the bad side for this? Because the reason your upper limits hit is because you're not used to it. Your subconscious is going, oh, hang on, this is scary, I need to keep you safe, let's bring you back down. So I'd like you to see your intentions and all your goals and all the things you want to have. I'd like you to dig deep and say, what would be the downside? So go back to day 1, and if you haven't done this before, stop it now, come back to day 4, start at day 1. That intention you set for this next 6 days, what would be the bad side to having it? What would be the negative consequence of having it? Yeah? So for example, if for instance you are ill and you are quite sick and you get ill quite a lot and you don't want to be ill anymore, the possible negative side of consequence to you not being ill would be that you don't get so much attention, that maybe you lose out financially from the government help, Maybe people don't come and visit you, and maybe you'll be expected to have more. People expect more of you. What's the downside to being very successful? The downside could be that people will take advantage of you, that you can't keep it up. Yeah, so a real negative consequence to having money in abundance is, what if I lose it? What if it actually goes? So I might have all this goodness, but what if it leaves? That is a big one for a lot of people. What if I can't keep it up? What if I do that and everyone expects things of me? What if I then only have friends who want me for my success and my money? Do you see where I'm going with this? So as much as success or whatever is your intention for this is to create more wealth, create more abundance, create more of anything, you need to know what the downside is, because that is going to bite you in the ass. But lean into it, understand it, tap on it, write it down, understand exactly what it is. So when you are then living the life you want and something comes and crashes in, you can go, oh, hang on a sec. This is trying to limit me. This is a limit. Be it a cold. Everything that stops you, be it a thought process or a sickness or an accident, just think, is this stopping me in my tracks being happy? Could this be an upper limit problem? Could this be creating me to stop having the happiness I want? Okay? Now, this is a lot more precise, a lot more specific in Life by Design, which at the end of all this, I'll give you the option, the last chance to join this Mind Your Money edition. But this is probably one of the most profound. It was for one of the clients, one of the members last time. This upper limit thing was just such a profound moment, because she realised that she was literally not allowing herself to be happy all of the time. She didn't have capacity for it. So we go into increasing capacity. We go into what is your specific upper limit problem regarding this specific problem. But right now I have, 10-ish, how many minutes? Oh, I've been here for 8 minutes. So we've got a few minutes just to go into it. So I would invite you to write down, when it comes to your intention. So example, if your intention is to create more wealth between Monday and Monday, what would be the downside to that? And if you can't find one, ask again, because there's always going to be, because if there wasn't a negative consequence, if there wasn't a reason not to have it, you would already have it, because that's how it works. If all your desires are free from negative possibilities, you would already have them. So when you don't think there is one, I'd like you to dig a bit deeper and really, hand on heart, what would be the worst thing that happened, and come up with, see if you can come up with 10, maybe 20, maybe 50 reasons why you cannot have what you want, yeah? And then look at the reasons why. What is the belief behind that? What do you believe about yourself or the world to mean you cannot have everything you desire? What is it you believe will happen negatively that currently is outweighing you having it? And there you have the crux. And there, what we then do within the program is we work on that belief, and we understand and we work through it, and we start disproving your belief. You become the barrister for your own belief system, yeah? Okay, great stuff. So if you can hit replay, if you've watched this on replay, if you can let me know that you've understood, if you've got it, and if you've come up with some stuff, amazing. And I will see you maybe from home, maybe from the coffee shop near you, tomorrow. Do you know what we're going to look at? So when we've got to here, do you know what one of the biggest things that holds people back from themselves? Their ego and boundaries, and that is day 5 and week 5 of Life by Design is your ego. What it means and what it prevents you doing, and what it prevents you feeling, and what it actually really, when your ego is in the way and when your ego is running the show, it's understanding what it's like to reduce that. It is incredible, and what magic can happen when your ego isn't part of the problem. Anyway, with much love from me to you, have a great day. I look forward to hearing your thoughts and everything. Love you lots. Bye.